One of the things I heard, um, I, well, both of you say actually, you were talking about staffing, right? I heard you mention liaisons or, having paras, those kinds of things. And I know that the answer to this question is really going to um, depend on the implementation for the initiative. Okay. But I'd like for you to kind of walk me through what are some of the just essential staffing roles, okay, that are going to be that a school or a district is going to need to have a successful tutoring program, and how do they contribute? How do these people contribute to the overall success? Thinking about people with boots on the ground, thinking about that, the planning, thinking about the communication, any of those pieces. And I'm going to just open that up to either one of you who might have some input there. That was a stinky one.
Go for it. Go for it. You started first there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It really, I think, as you had said, Connie, is going to depend on the school site. And so I'm like kind of thinking of my space here. And we operate at our school is kind of like, just because that's your role doesn't mean that that's just your role. So we try to build a culture of that here, which is helpful for us to be able to meet those types of needs. And again, it's going to depend on the classroom. Some teachers are able to easily, or like those tier 1 interventions already that are established in their classroom, will be able to tell us if a teacher is able to manage this by themselves, which you entirely could, right? You have already that tutor, but it really just depends on that classroom culture that is developed there. So you really have to have a really strong pulse as to kind of every classroom in order to figure out what the needs are going to be. And then that's where, I was kind of talking about, we're pulling now liaison, we're pulling these other folks because some classrooms just don't have that. And that's okay, or they have certain student challenges that are more than others. And so we want to make sure that we're reserving any staff that we have for those needs.
I love it. Sarah, do you have anything to add to that one?
Yeah, I would say too, we have a unique position here at the Ed Fund that we are this middle person being able to help implement tutoring within our schools. But as I had said earlier, we have a staff member dedicated to going to our schools to help with mitigating any challenges, even if it's just talking to the school site lead, the teacher, principal, going in and ensuring that we are there to be support and be their voice when we are, reporting back on their needs. And so I think it's, if you can, having another person that can be on the implementation side to help with those challenges, even in the beginning stages, setting the planning, and then once you get to launching, implementation piece, and then the full circle. But if that person isn't there, I really think too, a key component here is just getting everyone on the ground at the school on the same page. So admin are involved, teachers are involved, other programs are involved, families are involved, so that everyone knows what is going on with the programming, because I think that contributes to the overall success of the students. That's what we're here for, and that's what the program is here for, is those successive students. So just ensuring that everyone who is involved is on the same page.
That is, I can't stress how important that is, that what you just said, because the more planning you do ahead of time, the more communication, the strong communication, that's going to really alleviate some of the need for some of those extra staffing positions and people that are involved and have their hands, stakeholders that have their hands in it, because everything is lockstep and in place. So I love that idea.